And welcome into the Bob Devaney Sports Center. Along with Kathy Wieskamp, I'm Larry Putney. Good to have you with us here in Lincoln for round 2 of NCAA tournament volleyball. Both Kansas and Nebraska winning yesterday and have advanced here to the second round for an old rivalry, an old Big 12 rivalry between the Jayhawks and the Huskers. It's been fairly one-sided in the history of this rivalry, if you can call it that. 87-0-1. Nebraska leads this series with the Kansas Jayhawks. Nebraska has never lost to KU, but it was just 11 years ago the last time Nebraska failed to make it out of the second round of the NCAA tournament, and that was against a team from Kansas in Kansas State. It went 5. K-State won it 15-11. And here they are back here in round 2 against the Kansas Jayhawks at home.
And Kansas last year did upset a Nebraska foe, our state program in Creighton. So
they go quickly outside right pin, and that's the former Husker, Aneshka Szabo. Szabo with the early kill.
Nice first swing to, for Szabo, started off strong. She's playing really well right now, and they really count on her on that right side. But fun for her right now. I know as they were watching her last night, she was really enjoying playing.
So Nebraska in the 6-2, and the start tonight goes to Hames and Evans. They will be setting. Not Kennedy Orr. Krause moves to the right side. Allie Batenhorst will play 6 rotations. Lonstein is in there right now on the left.
So more of the lineup similar to about a week ago, after Knuckles had that injury, and this is kind of the lineup they utilized at that time.
Back to Szabo again, who tried to go back line and just missed it long. Kubik with the serve. Maddie last night, not a big workout for Maddie. Good serve there, pulled back in by Kennedy Ferris, and a free ball opportunity here for Nebraska. They'll go behind to Lonstein. Nice dig by the setter, Turner. The swing is out off the overpass.
Big swing there, but Turner, just a great defensive play. And a miscue there in the middle by Horde.
Batenhorst, nice dig back row. Ferris. Alnati with her first swing, a little pace ball. There is Batenhorst, no pace on that one, and she puts it away for the kill. Batenhorst did get a big workout last night.
Yeah, Batenhorst had a lot of swings last night, but here a nice big swing early on as she takes that cut shot, turns that thumb down and slices it underneath. I believe she had like 28 swings last night.
Yeah, 28 kills, 24 swings, 3 errors, hit 208. But those 24 at one point were just equal what the rest of the team had. There's a big block by Batenhorst on the outside.
And just kind of watching early on, a lot of balls are going in Batenhorst's zone, whether it be on serve receive, whether it be on the attack here. They're really pushing her and challenging her right from the get-go.
Rodriguez with the serve. Great pass, little tip there, a little tight to that on the set from Turner. Right back to Alnati, who fires it into the Nebraska block, and it's a Husker point.
A lot of energy there by Becca Alec, too, working hard on that outside, but a big block right away, stopping. Alnade, big swinger, big aggressive attacker, played very well last night, had 9 kills, and so focusing on her and slowing her down on the outside.
Turner right back out to Alnade again. That had a block touch. Here is Batenhorst into the block, and that is the setter, yes. 5'8", Cameron Turner on the block of 6'5", Allie Batenhorst.
She's just got such great technique. She reaches over. She gets up really well, too, but she does a great job reaching over the net and taking off angles.
Between the block and a kill by Bien. Bien with 12 kills last night, hit .360.
Bien working at that seam area between the two blockers, not real clean and not real tight there, and snuck it through.
Jayhawks picked up the win yesterday against the Miami Hurricane. The Hurricane were the higher seed, but Jayhawks had no trouble winning it 3-0, and they did it with great serving just like that.
Well, and Elnade can really, get on a roll and blow you up here with her serve, so you got to really be communicating. And I know Nebraska serve receiver right now kind of talked after that last one. Kubik pursuing that ball, but kind of got knocked in the nose.
Elnade had 3 aces last night as Becca Alec in the middle gets the kill.
Nice high ball there to Becca Alec. I mean, the fast tempo and a quicker set, but again, high enough for her to reach up after it and do something with it.
And the ace back line, Whit Lonstein.
Whitney's done a great job this year. She leads this team in service aces, but she's gone back there and really put pressure on the serve receive. Nice serve. Nice to have her back in the lineup here after she's kind of had a week illness and dealing with.
A little under the weather. Didn't play much last night. Just 4 swings, no kills. Played in set 3. There is a swing out of the back row and knocked down by Kubik. Point for KU.
I like Nebraska got a swing on that ball out of system. Kubik just a little bit long, but I like the aggressive and approach to that play.
Molly Schultz now to serve for Kansas. Krause with the kill.
Krause been playing so well as of late in the season here. Nice big swing here down the line. Elnade got her hands on it, but couldn't control it and put it in a position for her team.
Krause very effective last night. 10 kills, 20 swings, no errors. She hit right at 500. Good serve there by Batenhorst. In the middle, the kill. Oh, it's going to be wide by the swing from Lauren Dooley. Dooley, the transfer out of Florida.
And Alec went up with Turner there and gave Dooley a nice lane, but she just missed the mark.
Just wide by Batenhorst. Back to serve the setter for the Kansas Jayhawks, Cameron Turner. Saw her last night at 5'8", very explosive, has a terrific dump second touch where she really winds up and fires as that is just wide, just long from Turner.
Yeah, Turner had a great match last night. Both settings, she had 30 assists, she had 4 kills, 4 blocks, 7 digs and a service ace, so very complete. But as you mentioned, she is a threat up there on that second ball when she runs through that front row. She is not afraid to swing and be aggressive.
Maisie Bosinger into the match here early in set number 1. She had a good night last night. Into the block, there is Caitlin Horde on Lauren Dooley.
Blockers did a nice job sealing that up, pinching in. Look at the two of them together, tight. No room for Dooley.
Just long on the floater from Bosinger. Caroline Bien is a 6-foot sophomore out of Overland Park, Kansas. Krause crushed that down the line, but Ferris was there to handle it. Secondary set out of system. Elnade not down. Here is Kubik. Good dig by Ferris. Nice tool as Maddie Kubik uses the hands of Agnieszka Szabo.
Great adjustment. Kubik hitting a lot of different shots here. We saw her big power shot cross court. Ferris popped that up, but here, nice U shot. She's just become so diversified with her attacks and has such great range.
So back to serve for Nebraska is the Huskers' all-time assist leader. 5,000 plus in her career, Nicklin Hames. It'll be her final match here at the Bob Devaney Sports Center. Final match for Maddie Kubik and for Caitlin Hord as well. All three in right now, and there are the two combining on the block with Kubik and Hord.
Nebraska's block doing a great job so far in this match, really positioning themselves in great spots and really getting close and working together like they've been able to get to that position and be up strong.
13-8, Nebraska has expanded it to a 5-point lead. Timeout here in Lincoln. We'll take one as well. People from all over the state of Nebraska watching it tonight on ESPN+. I know the 86ers, they're out there watching.
Yep, that 86 team, and great bunch of people out celebrating and watching together from a lot of places around the country.
Served by Hames is long. Good timeout by Bouchard. How many times do we see that?
Yep.
Kennedy Ferris, the libero, now back to serve. She had 11 digs, a couple of aces last night. A little shank there. Nebraska's able to get a swing on it by Kubik. Alnade with the power between the block, no touch, and it's long. Alnade had a nice night last night. 9 kills, hit 242. She's struggling with that bigger Nebraska block here tonight at just 5'10". She's a freshman out of Cairo, Egypt.
She led this Kansas team all year from that outside, but like you said, that big block. And Nebraska's block is really challenging several of the attackers here on the Jayhawk side. Great touch there by Batenhorst, who just brushes it off the hand of Szabo. That's just a great shot as a block, as an attacker that's, you go up, push it into the hands, and just throw it out of bounds off of the blocker. Nice tough serve, low flat. Shank pass there, free ball for Nebraska. Hames pushes out to Batenhorst. Off the top of the hands, and Batenhorst with another kill. Nice tempo ball there also by Hames to push to the outside, a quick, fast ball. Better pass. Turner goes behind her to Szabo, who tries, and then into the net, or into the antenna. And Szabo with the hitting error, and Nebraska really opening this up now here in the first. A 3-0 scoring run, and Ray Bouchard is going to take another timeout. Nebraska on top here in set number 1, 17-9. Back here in Lincoln, Bob Devaney Sports Center, round 2 of the NCAA tournament, Nebraska and Kansas. Of course, the Huskers with that outstanding run last year in the NCAA tournament. They went into Austin, knocked off the Longhorns and a very talented Texas team. What a big win that was for Nebraska to go on the road against a Texas team that was favored and at home. And we got a touch there and a point for Nebraska. What a big swing there, and Coach Bouchard came up and asked Szabo. Looks like he's going to challenge the touch.
So Ray Bouchard will challenge here at 18-9. Our official tonight, Mike Hamilton is our R1. There is Bill Stanley. He is our R2, and going into the monitor to check the replay. Last night, Nebraska held Delaware State to -111 hitting. Of course, the Huskers lead the country in opponent hitting percentage coming into this NCAA tournament at 124. And right now, they're holding Kansas to negative 250 hitting.
And the block, Nebraska's block is really dominating up at the net, controlling it. Nebraska's serving very tough too, limiting the options, so the blockers are ready to release and go into those positions, and they're waiting for the attackers. But just really following the game plan, knowing tendencies, and doing a great job up at the net.
Winner of this match will advance in the Louisville Regional, and as long as the Cardinals win, then they would host one of these two teams in Louisville. And to serve now for the Jayhawks is Katie Dalton, as that call is reversed, no touch. Good swing by Longstein.
A nice set by Hames to go against the flow.
Boy, that connection is just with the middle, and specifically with Caitlin Horde has been a challenge all year for Nebraska.
Well, and she's got such a long arm, and if it's me, I'm thinking air high, let her go up after it and go chase after, but we tend to get her low and trapped.
Good job to keep that one alive. Elnade rolls it over. Hames saves it, bump set. Here's Batenhorst. Then on the slide, Lang's not down. Huskers will go back to Batenhorst again, and the block by Langs.
Great job by Langs. She moves so well along the net. Didn't quit on this ball.
And now Nebraska will take a timeout after the 3-0 run by Kansas. Nebraska led it 17-9. KU with three consecutive. 17-12 is the score here in Lincoln. (17-12), Nebraska leading by 5. Kansas right now on a 3-0 run on the serve of Katie Dalton, and out of the timeout, the service error. So Lexi Rodriguez now back to serve. Huskers siding out here in set one at 66%. KU just 44%. Huskers hitting percentage is 0, but KU's is negative. There's a second touch by Turner, who is deadly when she's tight to the net. Into the antenna. Was it off of Batenhorst? It was. So off of Batenhorst into the antenna. Coaches, Nebraska coaching staff grabbing the challenge card now. They thought it went off the block and into the antenna. Now the officials are going to gather. And we'll see what the call is. And we have a challenge. So again, Batenhorst swiped it off the block. The question is, did it hit the antenna after she touched it or after the block by Kansas?
Right, so did it go into the block off of Turner's hands or in the process?
You say that so much better than I do.
Did Batenhorst hit the antenna? And I'm not sure we're going to get a good look here. The monitor will have to, and so we would have for it to stay as is.
Yep.
Batenhorst pushed it into the antenna.
So they'll check into the monitor, replay crew. Both teams right now hitting in the negative. Nebraska at negative 042, Kansas negative 200. Zooming in, given that angle, it should be fairly easy to see one way or the other. Good contingent from Lawrence here tonight at the Devaney Sports Center. Just 150 miles south is Lawrence, Kansas, the Horashi Family Volleyball Arena where they play. So here's the call. They're going to replay it. So no point because the play would have continued had the whistle not been blown.
Right.
And so they're saying that off of the Batenhorst hand, it did not go into the antenna. Not sure how they wouldn't see that it went into the antenna off the block then right away. But we didn't get a look at the replay, so.
Right. So we're trusting, again, that the right call is made here and replay. That's what we'll get.
Just wide on the serve. We've had, you could consider that kind of a break, a timeout, if you will. So we've had 3 of those and 3 service errors. Here is El Nade now back to serve. Good pass by Kubik. Lonstein right between the block. Did not close by Langs, and Lonstein took advantage.
Lots of court for Lonstein to swing through.
Turner drops it off for Bien. Back row, Kubik. Off the hands of Langs and out. Kill for Maddie Kubik.
It's just so nice to have that extra attacker coming out of the back row. Nebraska uses Kubik there, and it gives her a lot of court. She does so well really driving to that ball, slicing and looking off the block. Another tough serve.
There is that second touch swing by Turner, which can be so deadly, but Bien goes wide on the swing.
And fired up Whitney Lonstein. Then she was ready for that, popped that ball up.
London Davis, the sophomore outside out of Orange High School in Ohio.
So she comes in for Turner, so they will use Dalton to set here in these rotations and getting a little bigger front row.
Tip, good up by Hames. Bien again, no touch. Point Nebraska. Huskers now 3 away from set number 1. And that is well long. That is the 5th service error on Nebraska here in set number 1. Both teams with 1 ace, 5 errors on Nebraska, 3 on the Jayhawks. Schultz in to serve now for KU. There is Krause off of the set by Evans.
Great job there by Becca Alec to take that ball. With the different lineup, it kind of puts change the serve receive, and it puts Alec in kind of a cumbersome spot there, but she does a really nice job staying focused and playing that first ball. Great up there.
And then Kubik with the kill.
But you got to, Lexi Rodriguez popping that ball up, being in the right spot and controlling that ball out of system.
Set point here in the first for Nebraska on top 24-14. Batenhorst to serve. Point Nebraska, back row attack called on the Jayhawks. In convincing fashion, Nebraska wins set number 1 over the Kansas Jayhawks 25-14 here in round 2 of the NCAA tournament. Huskers in that first set hitting 143. The Jayhawks an abysmal negative 250. 1-0, Nebraska on top. Convincing win for Nebraska in set number 1 here in Lincoln, 25-14 over the Jayhawks. The Huskers hit 143. Maybe the biggest surprise here when you look at the numbers, Kathy, is in set 1, Kansas had 32 swings, 10 errors, and just 2 kills.
Yep, that's what I circled as well. Just 2 kills in that whole set, and negative 250 hitting percentage. Just is incredible defensive effort by Nebraska. Really controlling and the Jayhawks here offense.
First serve by the Jayhawks is long. Wisconsin has opened up its first round NCAA game tonight, as has Minnesota. Gophers are up 1-0. There is Aneshka Szabo.
Great job there. Szabo was actually on the left side, circled all the way around the baseline, came all the way around, and swung across.
Number 4 seed Creighton is at home against Auburn. They're on top 1-0. Lonstein through the block, and Whitney Lonstein with the kill.
Nice swing there by Lonstein on the outside, just going over the hands, blockers.
Szabo pushes it over. Lonstein is there. Joust at the net. And again, here is Bien with the swing. Got it. Inside the block goes Caroline Bien.
Nice big aggressive swing there, like you said, underneath the block's arms. Horden Lonstein there on the outside, but slicing it here underneath.
Schultz in to serve now for KU. Mentioned the Jayhawks play at the Harashi Family Volleyball Arena. They tore down the Harashi Athletic Center back in 2018, built the new volleyball complex right there on top of the old site. Officially opened in September of 2019. And you see Caitlin Horde getting the timing right, and Horde with the kill.
Hames got her, came back to her, got her ball that was a little better that she could work with, a little bit higher, and gave her some opportunity to swing.
That new facility in Lawrence seats 2265. State of the art. From off the net, good up by Rodriguez. Here is Lonstein into the block. Lonstein again into the block, and that time KU gets the block.
Langs, she's tough up there in the middle. Just that inside hand stayed firm and took away that hard angle underneath. She averages just shy of a block per set on the season.
Yeah, Lonstein put that one away in a hurry.
She said, give it to me again. Let me fix that. She had a nice gap this time and took advantage of it.
She'll go back to serve.
Lonstein put a lot of pressure on Bien last time in this rotation. We'll see what happens. Trying to go back at it again, just very long.
So Caroline Bien now back to serve. And a service error.
So both teams exchanging errors here. Wow. Jayhawks with 5 and the Huskers with 6. So a lot early on.
Scramble here at the net.
A lot of tight balls.
And underneath the center line, violation on Nebraska, point for Kansas.
And right in the mix of that was Cameron Turner. She's just right up there at the net, aggressive, assertive.
Krause one-on-one. Good block there by Swanson, who's now into the match for Kansas. That one is wide by Maddie Kubik. KU with the lead here in set number 2.
Current set, they are hitting 222, so much better than first set offensively.
Tried down the line, Swanson not down. Here is Kubik again. That time, Kubik gets the kill.
Nice adjustment there by Kubik, reading what she's got in front of her. She's got a smaller blocker on that line, so turns and takes it.
He doesn't have iris control. It's a switch down here.
Bosinger back in again. She will serve. Second touch. Kubik was right there to handle it.
And you've got to be there and ready with Turner up at the net. Kubik right on top of it.
She is so dangerous when it's tight to the net. She can really wind up left-handed. Has a terrific attack on the second touch. And there's one of them right there. That's the sneaky kind. And then Krause sends it back the other way for the kill.
But really, Nebraska has neutralized her so far in this match.
Yeah.
They've picked a big dig off of her big swing. Kubik right there to stop it, and nice job there by Maisie Bosinger to catch that kind of sneaky set over the shoulder.
3-0 run for Nebraska. That's ended by Lauren Dooley, goes behind the setter.
Dooley, nice job right off the back of Turner. And just that quick tempo, blockers didn't have time to make the adjustment.
Off the block and out, there is Rian Swanson with the kill. Swanson, just a freshman of McPherson High School in McPherson, Kansas. And down, the kill by Krause.
Great tempo change there by Krause.
For the most part around the Big Ten Conference, it's been a successful tournament for the league. There was a scare earlier, Purdue outlasting Tennessee 3-2. Purdue won that in the fifth, 15-11. Could not get it back over.
Nice swing there by Ryan Swanson. A good stretch for her as she went through the front row. They've utilized her late here in this season to come in and kind of change things up, and she did a nice job here in this stretch across the front.
El Nadi now to serve. Lonstein doesn't clear the net, and point for KU. And Nebraska struggling here in this second set. That's the fourth hitting error in this set.
And really, Nebraska's done well on serve receive, so it's really been a matter of hitters not making the plays.
There is Caitlin Horde hanging just long enough to put it away.
Horde does a tremendous job staying up there and keeping those hands high, making that strong play.
Around the middle again, it goes behind the setter, and once again Lauren Dooley put that away. Talked about Dooley last night. That was a big transfer for Ray Bouchard coming from Florida. They had lost in the offseason Caroline Crawford, who went from Kansas to Wisconsin to be a middle blocker. They also lost Elise McGee, who went to Minnesota as a setter. Oh, what an up by Rodriguez. Not a great first touch by Batenhorst, but Rodriguez saved her. Back row, not down by Kubik. Yeah. Just needed to be up. Get it to her again. A little quicker pace there, and that time Horde puts it away. Better connection.
If you just get her the ball in that position, Horde can do so much damage up there. And really, Nebraska's got to work to push that middle. It really diversifies. It helps their outsides being more effective.
Bien with the swing, not down Rodriguez. Oh, what an angle. Wow, what a shot by Batenhorst.
Woo. She was not in a good position, didn't have a lot of court to work with, but couldn't have placed that any more difficult than she did. (12-11). Turner pushes out, good pace out to Bien, and Bien got the hands and the kill. That is the third kill for Caroline Bien. 3 kills, 3 errors, 14 swings. She's hitting right at 0. And now into serve is Katie Dalton. Ran the middle. Boy, that
connection has been so good to Becca Alec.
And Alec coming in the gap between the two blockers, just got to get her the ball. She's been working hard to make herself eligible, be up so that she can run that fast tempo. Great connection.
On the slide, that was the first swing and kill by Rachel Langs, who had a big night last night. 8 kills, hit .438. Been quiet here this evening. So Bien back to serve again. Alec again, thumb down with the other way, away from the block.
You know, in the last series through the front, she kind of took it the opposite direction, the direction she was going. Coach talked to her on her way out and said, you got to turn it back, you got to turn it back, and she's been very successful the last 2 swings.
I like the set there by Turner. Like the swing by Kubik even better.
Just love that power shot there by Kubik, and she's so good at that. Feed her up and let her do her work.
Halfway point of set number 2, Nebraska with a 2-point lead. 15-13 here in round 2 of the NCAA tournament. Jayhawks have picked it up as well. They're right at 250, 2-point advantage for the Huskers. Allie Batenhorst with the serve. There was that second touch. Alec was ready for it. And then off the side of the hands of Langs, out of the back row.
Nebraska's really neutralized Turner trying to be an attacker up at the net. They've really keyed in on that, and they've even left their outside sometimes one-on-one when she's in the front row, just making sure they're up on her.
Block touch by the Huskers on the swing by Swanson. Oh, what a smart shot, just poked that right into the block.
Just a tempo shot there by Kubik. Wasn't in a great position for her to really drive at the ball, so again, uses the hands, still finds the hands and lets it ricochet off of those and fall to the floor.
So right off the timeout, another taken by Kansas. Nebraska on a 4-zip scoring run. They lead it 17-13. Back here at the Bob Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln, Nebraska, second round action of the NCAA tournament. Along with Kathy Wieskamp, I'm Larry Putney. Good to have you with us for the matchup between the Jayhawks and the Huskers. Nebraska took set number 1, 25-14, now on a 4-0 run, up by 4 here in the second. Swanson pulled inside, not down. Evans quick run to Alec. Great up by Ferris. And 4 hits not called. And then Alec puts it away.
Nebraska's doing a great job here, pushing middle, getting Alec involved. Actually, if you look up and down the roster, all 6 hitters are getting involved in the offense, and we've seen in set number 2 a conscious effort for Nebraska to push the middle a little bit more. Becca Alec has done a tremendous job. She's got 4 kills on 6 swings, no errors, hitting .667.
Now a 5-0 run on this serve from Batenhorst. Into the block and out, and the kill by Ryan Swanson.
Swanson needed a big kill there to help the Jayhawks get back on track, and she comes up with it on the outside hand of Krause.
Swanson recruited by everybody out of high school. She's just a freshman out of McPherson. Texas, Nebraska, Florida, all were recruiting her. She chose to stay close to home at Kansas. Mosinger now back in, and she will serve for the Huskers.
She's done a really nice job the last couple nights. Utilized her to help get some points here.
Good short serve.
She's really good at that short serve.
Didn't matter there. That was Lauren Dooley who put, no, check that. That's London Davis with the kill.
And they put Davis in for Turner just to try and get a little bigger attacker and block up front. They kind of switched in and out sometimes with her in that 5-1 and shifting it.
Off the block and out.
Great shot there off the hands by Krause.
Hames now back to serve. Sabo goes down the line. What a dig by Rodriguez. Another nice dig there by Ferris. Finally powered through the block, and that is Ryan Swanson again. There's a great connection, and Caitlin Horde picks up her third kill of the match.
She just hangs in the air, does a nice job with that arms, reaching up and getting after that ball. You can see Nebraska again turning that ball, cutting it back across their body out of the middle, hitting to the setter or to the setter side of the court.
Szabo tries to go to the near corner, not down. Here is Batenhorst off of the block of Agnieszka Szabo, and Batenhorst gets the kill.
Nice swing there, high hands going off the block.
Timeout on the floor. 22-16. Nebraska 3 away here in the second from going up 2-0. Huskers have controlled this entire match, winning the first 25-14 and now leading 22-16 in the second. It was a match coming in, Kathy, that many thought would be a significant challenge for Nebraska given the recent injuries. Kenzie Knuckles out for the season. Of course, Nicola Hames was out last night, just getting back into the lineup this evening. Whitney Lonstein has been ill, not feeling well, playing through that tonight.
But they've been very sharp, really. Yeah. They've come out very clean, and I know the focus has been, we've had so many different lineups. Yes, we know that, but we just need to focus on doing our job. Whatever our job, our assignment we've been given, focus on that. Don't try to do too many things or whatever. And that's really, they seem very in sync, very calm, and Nebraska's also really diversifying that offense. They're hitting a 371 right now in this current set, but we've seen the middles get involved. That even adds to the comfort level and the effectiveness of the outsides.
Kansas did a nice job here in the second set, flipping their numbers.
Yes.
If you look, in the first set they had 2 kills, 10 errors. This set, 11 kills, 3 errors. And there is backline kill. Wow, Becca Alec.
She's just tough, and she is just a freshman.
Wow. So here we are again, set point in the second for Nebraska, looking to go up 2-0 on KU. Bien powered it down the line and targeted Hames and found her.
She's had a couple of shots down the line and able to get it past the block, and Hames hasn't been able to recover it.
Dalton into serve for KU, and this is set point number 2 for the Big Red. Good pass. Alec tips being there. Right back over by Becca Alec, and we've seen that many times from her this year. She'll take it on first touch, second touch, put it over, and find that deep corner, and did it again.
Just being aggressive, and I love it. She goes up there, no hesitation, and strong move.
So the Huskers pick up the win here in set number 2, and they lead it 2-0 in round 2 of the NCAA volleyball tournament. Third set coming your way. We are back here in Lincoln, Nebraska at the Bob Devaney Sports Center for second round action between Nebraska and Kansas in the NCAA volleyball championships. Huskers looking to sweep the Jayhawks here at home. Huskers had the sweep last night of Delaware State, DSU. The Hornets came in as the MEAC Conference champs, and Nebraska sent them home after the first round. And Maddie Kubik starts out the third with the kill to give the Huskers the lead. Last time Nebraska did not make it out of the second round, it was 2011, K-State. At the old Coliseum. That doesn't clear. 4 touches and a point for Nebraska. Last year was a great run for the Huskers through the NCAA tournament. Swept the first 3 matches they played here in Lincoln. Swept Campbell, Florida State, then went to the Austin Regional. Swept the Fighting Illini, and then had that 4-set victory over the heavily favored Texas Longhorns in Austin. Nebraska won at 25-21 in the 4th. Dropped only the 3rd set in that one. A little bit of conversation over that one. Maddie Kubik over with our up official, getting the explanation of what happened. Let's stick with the call. Then, of course, after that win against Texas for Nebraska, they went on to the Final Four in Columbus, Ohio. That serve is long and knocked off Pittsburgh 3-1. And then that loss in the national championship match to Wisconsin 15-12.
That was a match to remember, too.
Phenomenal.
I mean, it is one of the top matches in history. Volleyball, just the quality and the level of play. It's phenomenal.
Szabo off the hands of Batenhorst, and Aneshka Szabo out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, former Husker who transferred to Kansas with the kill there. Szabo now with 3 kills in the match. Bump set from Szabo out to Bien, and Bien off the hands of Caitlin Horde, evens it at 3. Lonstein just pushes that across right into the middle, and the kill for Lonstein is her 4th.
Just aggressive with that. She just doesn't tip it in there. She puts it in there, kind of jams it down to the floor, and that aggressive pace of the ball.
It was in. Kill by Langs.
Lang's doing a nice job taking that ball and turning it.
So much hope here this year for this Nebraska team. Of course, the Final Four in Omaha. Typically when the Final Four is in or around Omaha, Nebraska does very well. Made the Final Four in Kansas City. Made it the last time it was in Omaha.
I believe won twice in Omaha.
That's right.
So it's a very optimistic location and positive results for the Huskers.
when it was in Kansas City of 2017. Was the last Nebraska national title. That win was over Mary Wise's Florida Gators. As that's tipped over by Bien. Bien evens it at 5.
Nice decision. Everything was pulled and pushed kind of to the middle of the court. Bien just a nice tough shot, touch shot over to that front position, that 2 position on the court.
When the Final Four has been in Omaha, 2006, it was a national title for Nebraska. 2015, it was in Omaha, and the Huskers won the national title. It's back there here in 2022. The question is, can Nebraska survive some of these late season injuries? What has at times been inconsistent setting. Certainly the talent, the attackers to do it is, speaking of attackers, there's the freshman Swanson again, who's come in and had a nice match. That is her 5th, and she's hitting right at 400.
Well, and again, she's just been on the outside there with production, so really great stretch here for her. Been a good adjustment.
3-0 KU run, make it a 4-0 run for the Jayhawks. Back to Batenhorst, who beat the block of KU and put it down for a kill.
Nice change of direction there by Ani Evans to get it to the right side. A lot of the action was happening over on the left side. The serve was going to the left side. Their hitters are jammed over there in that serve receive. Good change of direction.
A little tight, put down by Alec.
She's going to be tough up there, right up the net, being aggressive, taking that ball. She's so focused on the ball as it comes up there, and she also does a great job keeping those hands high and is ready.
Jayhawks still on top here, 8-7. Krause pulled inside. Turner takes the first touch. Back to Swanson. Evans. And the swing is long for Maddie Kubik.
Trying to take it that corner. The tempo ball just missed it a little bit long.
Jayhawks this year finished 5th in the Big 12 Conference. Tip is not down. Finished with an 8-8 record, lost their only matchup with the Longhorns. There's a good swing from Swanson again. And again, Ryan Swanson has been impressive here since coming into this match in set number 2. She now has 6 kills on 16 swings. No errors for Swanson, hitting .375. And the service error will slow that roll. Played Texas twice, not once.
Went 5 with them.
Went 5 back in
late September.
Yeah. 15-9 in the 5th. Out of the back row. Bien not down. Krause inside. Swanson with the kill.
Swanson continues to be effective on the outside, making great shots, reading the block. The block hasn't been closed a few times, and she's been able to take advantage of that, but great cross-court shot here.
Kansas has one win over a ranked team this year. That was Utah early in the season. Did not beat a ranked team inside the Big 12 Conference. Block comes back. Sent back over. Tip by Szabo is down, and KU with a 4-point lead here in the third. And John Cook will take a timeout. Kansas trying to come back here in round number 2, leads Nebraska 12-8. Back here in Lincoln, Jayhawks with the lead in the third at 12-8. Out of the timeout, Nebraska runs the middle in system, and Caitlin Horde puts it away.
That's her 4th kill, and we talked about in set number 2, the key was getting the middles involved. Feed the middles the ball, helps the overall offense collectively. Kansas right now is in this current set is hitting 368, Nebraska 176, so definitely a tide has turned there.
Swanson into the block, good coverage by Ferris. And Bien sends it over. Opportunity here for Nebraska, but out of system. And Lonstein just did not get on top of it.
Nope, got underneath the ball and sent it long.
So into the match now to serve for the first time, Bryn McGee, 5'6" freshman out of Platte City, Missouri, Platte County High School. And a nice tip by Bien.
We've seen a few more tips coming from Kansas and really keeping Nebraska off balance as they're trying to chase some of those balls down. Nebraska actually tipped quite a bit on Kansas early on, so just kind of turn about here in set number 3.
McGahee to serve again. And just wide by Bryn McGahee. Point for Nebraska.
Yep, back row. As Turner goes up after that ball. Nebraska really putting the pressure on Bien with the serve. Trying to.
That one almost went under the net.
Yep.
8 service errors now in Nebraska, but 10 on the Jayhawks. Kennedy Ferris is serving.
Some communication there by Nebraska.
A little sloppy on the side, left side of the net here for the Huskers.
Really, Huskers, as they came out of the break, have not been as sharp and have not just been real as focused, it seems like. And Kansas is doing some really nice things, too.
11 service errors now on the Jayhawks. Into the block goes Batenhorst.
Szabo right there, and big block. Just really keeping the momentum and kind of really feeling like the Jayhawks are in charge here. There's some adjustments they made after the break.
That goes off of the block, and Batenhorst gets the kill.
That's number 8 for Batenhorst. She leads all attackers.
Good angle, but just missed the line of the swing by Bien.
And Lansing is really pushing Bien here. They're serving her tough and then making it hard for her to get back in for that swing. Really making her do a lot of things.
From off the net. Ooh, little collision in the back row there. And Kubik put it away.
And great job there by Batenhorst to come as the off blocker to come across, pick up that tip. Nebraska struggled with that here in set 3 as Kansas has started tipping. Good adjustment and good follow through.
Kansas has 2 timeouts left here in the third. They'll take one now. Nebraska on a 3-0 run. Back to within 2 here in the third. Crowd beginning to get back into it here at the Bob Devaney Sports Center. Nebraska back to within 2 at 17-15. Ray Bouchard taking his first timeout here of set number 3. Both teams with 1 timeout remaining. Huskers on a 3-0 run. Whitney Lonstein back to serve.
See what happens out of the timeout. We've seen that be effective on the ice and servers. We'll see what happens here. Good serve.
Good slide, and Langs put it down.
She's so good at that slide. She comes around that backside. Very effective over there. Nebraska's block. She takes it underneath a slide. Like I said, you can contact it at various points along the net. You have a good vision to see where the court is as well.
Bien now will serve. Boy, trap set, bump set there. Not much Krause could do with that, and it was right into the block of Rachel Langs.
Nebraska out of system. The blockers released. We're there sitting, waiting, camping out, and on top of it.
It was off the net a bit. Not quite the trap that it appeared from back here. Boy, great up by Swanson to keep that one alive. Free ball opportunity here for Nebraska. Evans runs the middle to Alec. That's up by Ferris. And then Swanson just swipes that over, and Swanson now with 8 kills to lead the Jayhawks.
And the key there is no errors on the 20 swings, too. She's just doing a phenomenal job out there. Fantastic performance from her tonight. Just a freshman.
And another timeout taken here by Nebraska. Jayhawks out of that timeout, up by 5, 20-15. Second round action of the NCAA tournament from the Bob Devaney Sports Center. Nebraska and Kansas. Huskers on top 2-0, but right now Jayhawks leading it by 5. And a shank pass there gives the Jayhawks an opportunity to go up by 6. And they do. Largest lead of the match here for KU as Swanson with another kill, and she now has 9.
She's just playing fearless out there, being aggressive, reading blocks, making big swings.
Tough pass there by Bien. Krause into the block. Another one pulls Krause inside.
Lang doing a great job over there getting to the, Turner to getting to the ball.
Swanson, no touch. And that one is wide. That's her first hitting error in 23 swings.
Wow.
So Jayhawks 4 away from sending this to a 4th here in Lincoln. Creighton is at home tonight, hosting in the NCAA tournament, taking on Auburn. Auburn leading that right now, 2-1. Tough news for Creighton as Waite is out and injured for the Jays and not playing. Their starting setter.
Who is fantastic.
Yep, dynamite setter.
And has played every match since her freshman year. So talk about a lineup adjustment for the Creighton team.
Pulled that inside, and Kubik gets the kill. Yeah, it's Kendra Waite's first non-start of her career. She missed the match, had an injury this week. Jays took the first set, but Auburn has taken the next two. And here in Lincoln, Jayhawks threatening to take set number 3, up by 5, late in the third. Ford just sent that right back over. Swanson with the tip and got it.
That tip has been an adjustment that we've seen in set 3 out of the break, and it's really been a struggle for Nebraska to handle.
There is Krause. Block did not close, and she gets the kill.
That's the first attack that's gone a different direction. Everything's been in front, a great change of direction there, and obviously it leads to an effective swing.
Good rotation here for Nebraska with Hames in the back, setting that front row of Launstein, Kubik, and Caitlin Horn. But the Jayhawks just need 2. And they get one there, off the block. So set point here for the Jayhawks in the third, 24-18.
And a lot of energy and momentum, and they've been just made some great adjustments here in set number 3.
And McGahee now into serve to take set number 3. Caitlin Horn.
Get her the ball. Great turn on the ball, get it up there high, and she'll do great things.
Now more options here with Kubik moving into the back row for Hames. Set point number 2. Szabo not down. Bien off the block of Nebraska. Bump set right back to Bien again. The tip and a net violation is called, and KU takes set number 3. 25-19 in the third set, and the Jayhawks now trail by just 1 set here in the second round of the NCAA tournament. Jayhawks will try to take the 4th and send this to a deciding 5th here in Lincoln when we come back. Bob Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln. We head to the 4th set. Nebraska took the first and second, 25-14, 25-18. Jayhawks come back and win the third, 25-19.
And really on the on the hands of Ryan Swanson.
Quick in the middle, and there is the kill.
Nebraska really needs to continue to diversify. We saw the effectiveness of that in set number 2. They went away from that in 3, but here again, good start to go to the middle right out of the gate.
Down the line, but wide on the swing by Szabo.
In this rotation, Szabo lines up on the left sideline and runs all the way around to swing from the right side. And it's been very effective. They've set her several times.
There's the kill once again. Ryan Swanson, that is kill number 11. She leads every one of the match. So McGee back in now to serve. 11th trip to this NCAA tournament for the Kansas Jayhawks. 41 trips for Nebraska, and the 37th time the Huskers have hosted the first and second round. Came into this NCAA tournament on a little different mojo than previous years. Huskers losing 2 straight. They lost 3 of their last 5, including back-to-back at home against Wisconsin and Minnesota.
Definitely a little different feel, but Coach Cook talked to the team too about it, and again, it was really one of those things where we've got to refocus. We've kind of got to recover from kind of the emotions of all that went on in that last week of the season, and now we're in a 6-game season, and after last night, 1 down, 5 to go has kind of been the focus.
Yeah. Great opportunity there for Nebraska, but the hitting error gives the point to KU, 3-3. Ferris back to serve. Oh, Becca.
Great swing there, great feed by Ani Evans to Alec. And that's what Nebraska needs to do, is get some diversity in their offense, and Alec really can make a difference up there. That's her 7th kill on 13 swings with no errors. So obviously if you can get her the ball, she's going to do something positive with it.
Tough serve there, kept alive. Evans, Krause, back line, Krause got the kill.
Great swing from the right side, and again, we've talked about Nebraska utilizing the left side in front of the setter so much. We're seeing some different attackers swing here, and it's making a difference, opening things up.
Szabo got the kill. Nebraska called into the net.
Szabo's 6th kill. They've really been working that block on the right, from her hitting on that right side.
Krause one-on-one got the kill right between the hands of Bien.
She's just swinging with a lot of authority here lately, and again, I love seeing that from her, being aggressive up there. Puts a lot of pace on that ball.
Off the block, Bien gets the kill. That's Bien's 9th of the match.
And using Krause's outside hand, Krause not able to push that ball in, Bien finding that hand and tooling it off.
So Bien now back to serve. And the point for KU.
Lang's working hard, getting over there, getting her hand on that ball.
Seems like the crispness that was there in sets 1 and 2 is really dissipated here for Nebraska. Krause with the swing, kept alive by Ferris. Now Lang's on the slide, not down. There's a big block from Caitlin Horde off the swing of Swanson.
Big block there. Nebraska's block kind of got quiet too in set number 3. But like you said, just not quite as sharp, or the focus is just a little bit off. We've had some players bumping into each other, not calling the ball. Just some swings. They're not getting close on that block like we saw early in set number 1 and 2. But again, a lot of credit also to KU. Some adjustments that they made at the break. Made some changes.
Now that's what Caitlin Horde can do when she's got a good ball. Put it away in a hurry.
Absolutely. Ball fed right up to her. Just that quick snap. It's coming back fast.
Into the block. Horde with another one.
Exhibition right now from Caitlin Horde in that front row. 2 big blocks. She's so quick to close to the outside. And then she's so strong as she goes up too.
3-0 run by Nebraska. Timeout for the Jayhawks. 9-6. Huskers with the lead in the fourth. We are back at the Bob Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln. Round 2. NCAA tournament action. Timeout by Ray Burchard to slow down this 3-0 Nebraska run. On the slide, there is Langs, and she fit it in there for the kill.
And she's one of those players you can count on. Again, Seth drew that up at that timeout. We've seen that a couple times. They've come out of that timeout, and the ball has been fed to Lang, and she's delivered.
Schultz now off the bench to serve for KU. KU had a good run last year in the NCAA tournament. You might remember they started off in Omaha in the Creighton Regional at DJ Sokol Arena. Good dig by Batenhorst. Knocked off Oregon in the first round. Oregon was ranked 19-0. Great second touch, and that's how dangerous Cameron Turner can be.
That's what she can do, and she just knows the court, sees the court.
Nebraska had really been committing on her. That's one of the few times she's been able to get loose and put one down. But after that win over number 19 Oregon last year in the tournament, then they went on to knock off Creighton, which was ranked number 23-1 in round 2, and moved to the Sweet 16 for the first time since 2015. That goes off the block and then off of Swanson, and Nebraska gets credit for the block.
Yep, just that block sealing up, and Swanson just couldn't get out of the way fast enough.
Maddie Kubik, unanimous All Big Ten selection this season. Her second career first-team accolade. And the final time she will play here at the Devaney Sports Center. Good run in the middle. There is Caitlin Horde, and they have been more effective with the middles here tonight. That is 15 kills now, Kathy, for Nebraska's 2 middles.
And really, when Nebraska has pushed middle, they haven't been able to be stopped. I mean, you look at the numbers, and they're just crushing it.
Chase down. Good hustle by Turner. Free ball opportunity for Nebraska. They'll run her again. That time, Ferris is there to keep it alive. Swanson off the block, not down. And big block there by KU's Lauren Dooley.
Dooley right there sealed that up. Batenhorst not in a great position to really bury that ball, but great strong setup.
She had a great senior season at Florida, did Lauren Dooley. Hit .436 in 70 matches during her senior season. This her transfer and super senior season with the Jayhawks. There's Lonstein. Put some heat on that one. Turner with a nice dig. Free ball opportunity again here for the Big Red. They'll go back to Lonstein. Batenhorst tries to swipe it off the block. Everybody saw that. But Nebraska wins the point anyway. Horde with the block.
Just a great job staying organized. Both teams trying to get organized and get in system. The block again of Caitlin Horde. I'm looking, and I believe that's her 7th.
And Ray Bichard's going to challenge. You saw him grab the green card, or is that yellow tonight? It's difficult to tell. So Ray Bouchard will challenge, and you might be wondering, we've shown you tonight just one replay every time there has been a replay, and that's because in this first and second round here at the Devaney Sports Center, the NCAA is saying we can only show one full-speed replay, so that's what you get.
So that's why, again, some people might be used to the slow-mo or whatever, but one time.
And there it was.
Yep.
So you can make the call off that. Good luck, because we can't, so we'll rely on
our great officials
our
have the
officiating crew
opportunity.
to make the call.
Yep.
I think that is probably the purpose. Great job here tonight by our Husker Vision crew, which is the in-house camera crew that shoots for the big screens all season long. That's the stream that we're bringing you on ESPN Plus, as ESPN has pushed most of the first and second round rights to the local schools and facilities, which then pick it up and broadcast it across the ESPN streaming platform. And here is our call upcoming by Bill Stanley. And they're going to replay it, so they say it was up. So Ray Bouchard wins the challenge. So they will replay that last one. And I think John Cook wondering, what about the earlier call? Did you go all the way back through? Because if you look at that, you should technically go back through the previous play, which wasn't called, and I think everybody in the arena groaned at.
Yep, I was going to say the Husker fans, but it's a replay, so we'll play it again.
And the serve is long, so result is the same.
And I believe that happened last time we had the replay as well. The results came out in the serve. Just great feet by Turner. I mean, she is so quick to the ball. Gets her hands on the ball and gets the ball up in position for her attackers.
Alec kept it alive, bumps it out to Lonstein.
Great shot.
Right on that back line. Boy, what a swipe swing by Batenhorst.
Batenhorst, what she does is keeps that hand high and then rotates the wrist so that thumb goes up, spinning it and taking it down the line. Just that tempo and controlled top spin.
Tip there, kept alive by Krause, and then down. Bien with another kill, and a nice play by Bien. Just took a little pace off it. That is now double digits in kills for Bien. She is at 10, hitting 167.
And she's played very complete. She's also got 9 digs, so she's 1 dig away from a double-double here in this match.
Backline got the ace. What a fantastic serve by Kennedy Ferris.
Her 18th for the season.
Ferris just shrugs her shoulders and says, well,
I do this all the time.
Four touches called on KU.
Krause with another kill there. That's her 9th. Been very effective. She's hitting 400, 1 error on 20 swings, 9 kills. So good night for her again. We just continue to see that consistent, strong performance.
Zabo with the tip. Krause flies over to keep it alive.
That's South blocker's job in this defense.
Off the hands of Becca Alec, and Bien with another swing and kill.
And just a great job to push that ball to the outside, especially after Krause came across the court to make the play on the ball. Odds are you're going to get a little softer block or one that's not set up or quite ready.
Big block again. There is Langs, and KU has tied it at 14. Here in this fourth set, both teams with 14 points, and it had been lopsided in the others.
Langs around on that slide. She is deadly. Takes it back, cuts it across at the setter.
And a timeout taken by John Cook. KU getting a little life here in Lincoln, trying to even this at 2 sets apiece. We'll be back at the Bob Devaney Sports Center. 15-14 Jayhawks with the lead here in set 4. Crowd beginning to get into it now at the Bob Devaney Sports Center. We do not want to see this go to a 5th here at home. Boy, anything can happen in that race to 15. There is Krause, Doug, and then Alex swipes at it and puts it away. That ends the 3-0 run for KU.
And I like out of that timeout that big swing from the right side again, other pin. Alec being up there, being assertive.
Little collision there, 3. Kubik finally gets the swing. Everybody regathers. I go outside to Bien, who goes line. Horde, Krause, put it away.
Big swing there by Krause. She came across, as you mentioned, that's her job as that off blocker to pick up that tip, gets back and is in a strong position on the block and then comes in hard on the attack. Just working hard out there.
On the slide, Langs. She has been so effective on that slide all match.
And she's been taking that back across her body. And so Nebraska needs to make the adjustment. I just saw Horde reaching over and again correcting herself. I got to take that hard angle away. So we'll see if she can do it. Langs right now is dominating on that slide.
Krause into the block and down, and Langs gives the Jayhawks the lead.
Lang's doing a lot of great stuff here across the net. She's got the experience as a super senior out there, her 5th year.
And she looked in pain there. We showed that shot of her and then grabs her elbow. There is Krause right at Bien, and Krause with another kill. Lindsey Krause now leads Nebraska with 11 kills, leads the Huskers for the 2nd match in a row. She's hitting .360.
And she's doing it with authority. I mean, she's taking big, aggressive swings up there.
Was a swing by Kubik.
Talk about aggressive swings, goes hard at it. The defense doesn't even have a chance. Slicing it right underneath.
Batenhorst sent back over by Horde. Right back to Swanson, who goes off the hands of Caitlin Horde and gets the kill. Swanson now with 13.
She has just been tough out there, and just a freshman there. That's pretty exciting to see the great things that she's doing there.
Lonstein tips it into the block and then into the net. Violation called on Nebraska, point for KU. Look out, here come the Jayhawks.
And they have experience being in this situation and doing really great things. I just love the adjustments they've made after the break. Great adjustment here to go to the middle for Nebraska. That's been their bread and butter. If they can get it there, you're going to get a kill.
9 kills for Caitlin Horde, 8 kills for Becca Alec. Between the two, they have 34 swings and they're hitting .350 and .571.
I say feed the hot hand.
Absolutely. And the block, big one there by Batenhorst and Horde.
Horde has just played tough tonight. She is working that net back and forth, getting her hands on balls as a blocker, and I just love, like we talked about, getting her involved in the offense because she is doing dynamic things out there.
Jayhawks down by 1. Ray Bouchard is going to take his final timeout here in set number 4. We'll be back in Lincoln. Stay with us. Energy picking up here in the Bob Devaney Sports Center. Out of the timeout by Ray Bouchard. Nebraska with a 20-19 lead. Maddie Kubik back to serve. We are in set 4. Huskers on top, 2-1. Well, that's a great swing from off the net and a kill by London Davis.
She's come in and been that spark. They've utilized her every once in a while through the front row. They turn her out and use her and let Dalton set. That's exactly what they need from a sub coming in. Spark things.
Great set by Dalton there. So that brings back in now Cameron Turner. Not a good pass, puts Nebraska out of system. And they go to the middle of the kill. There, once again, the kill by Lauren Dooley, and it's now 21-20, back-to-back for Kansas out of the timeout. John Cook has 1 timeout left here in the 4th. Turner again. Better pass. Batenhorst got, just long. Overturned by our up official who said there was, it was in. Didn't call a touch, he said it was in. And the up official overrules the line judge and says it was in, and Ray Bouchard reaches for the card and he challenges. Big challenge here. KU, if it's out, would go up 22-20. Otherwise, it's going to be 21s. Big moment here. Let's take a look. Sure looked in. Wow.
Yep.
Now, again, we won't get a slow-mo replay or look at it, but just based on the full-speed replay.
Doesn't take too long. Looks like a decision's been made.
Point Nebraska. So Bouchard loses the challenge.
But he also had no timeout, so a good opportunity for him to use that challenge to talk to his team too, and this critical point.
not down on the swing by Dooley. Alec, here's Swanson off the block. Big kill by Swanson.
Nebraska just has not been able to slow her down or control her. She's doing a fantastic job, Ryan Swanson. 15 kills in the match.
Big point here for both teams. It's either 2 away for KU or an even game at 22. Lonstein put it away. Big swing in a critical moment for Whitney Lonstein.
And especially because Elnade back there is a tough server, and what a great rotation for the Jayhawks. But Nebraska finds their way out of it.
Lonnie Evans now will serve. Kansas would just love to get this to a 5th. Off the top of the block. That pulls Batenhorst way inside, trapped, and Dooley put it away.
Dooley right there on top at Dooley, 6'6", big hands and strong. Takes away that hard angle. That's all that Batenhorst had, unless you take a tempo shot.
Nebraska has been siding out at 66%, and they need a big one here at 23-22. Kennedy Ferris will serve. And it's long. Just a tough situation. Have a critical serving error. So now here is Batenhorst. (23 all) late in set 4. Nebraska on top 2-1.
And Lang's in the front row for KU.
They go the other way. What a great save by Aneshka Szabo. Not down, did not hit the antenna. Burchard is screaming that it did. Still alive. Krause off the block and out. And Ray Burchard is pointing at the net and saying it hit the antenna. And the down official is saying no, it hit the net, not the antenna. And Burchard goes for the card. A challenge here and a big one. A couple of big challenges here late.
Deep in this match. This is a big one here.
Yeah,
you know,
either way. Somebody's going to have set or match point.
Yep. It's worth it using that challenge, that's for sure.
Let's be rule breakers here. Let's take a look at a slow-mo replay. Oh, that might have been the antenna.
Yeah.
Might have been. We'll leave it up to Bill Stanley to make the call. He's taking a long look there in the monitor.
Well, this is a critical one. They want to make sure and get it right, I think, is the key here. And they have plenty of angles and slow-mo to be able to evaluate it. But like you said, this is critical.
Yeah.
With one team is going to have, you know, a set point for sure.
Or match.
And potentially match.
Yep. Taking an awful long look here. It appeared fairly obvious that it hit the antenna, but we'll see what Bill Staley says. Point Nebraska did not hit the antenna. Boy, Ray Bouchard is puzzled by that one, and so are the Kansas fans. How is that? I know. Yes. All right, here we are.
Here we
Match
go.
point for Nebraska.
Serve is critical here.
Batenhorst to serve for it. Ohio State says, we know how you feel, KU. Free ball opportunity for Kansas. Zabo not down again. Ferris sets Bien. Roddy, get it up. Batenhorst back row, not down.
Bouchard didn't like that set by Evans.
Free ball here. Big block by Bien, knotted at 24.
Just a great job there by Bien to close that, take across that hard angle.
And now Nebraska will take its final timeout. John Cook will talk it over at 24. 24 all. We've got extra points here in the fourth. Aneshka Zabo now to serve. I don't think we've seen Zabo third. I wonder if they're out of substitutions. There's a kill by Becca Alec.
Well, it's gone long here, and so and they're hiding her in the corner here.
Yep. Match point number 2 for Nebraska, 25-24. Maisie Bosinger to serve for it. Tough one, puts him out of system. Bump set, Bien. Rolled over. Opportunity here for Nebraska. Bump set, Krause. Boom, boom, got it! Well, Nebraska survives here in round number 2 of the NCAA tournament. They win it in extra points, 26-24. And another look at the final kill by Lindsey Krause, who finishes with 13 kills.
Just a great match. Two very great teams here playing. I love the fight and the change and adjustments that KU came out with. Nebraska finished strong and comes up with that last game here in the Devaney Center with a win.
And here is the traditional final match for the seniors at home as they will take the tour around the arena as the Huskers say goodbye to Nicklin Hames, Maddie Kubik, and Caitlin Horde. What a career for all three of those. On to Louisville goes Nebraska. They win it here 26-24. Controversial call late on a ball that looked like it hit the antenna but was not overturned on the challenge by Bouchard. And Nebraska advances in round 2 in the 2022 NCAA tournament.